Y'all, I know why the circus didn't fully disappear, and I'll prove it with Japanese. Peep game and lock in. If you're unaware, the Amazing Digital Circus is a phantasmical place where all your wildest dreams can come true, within reason. You as a player are given a fun new body that cannot be changed, and are obligated to go on wacky adventures to keep your brain stimulated and not focused on the unattainable goal that is escaping your new forever home. What fun! This circus would be nothing without its ringmaster Kane, a set of veneers that is constantly watching and is otherwise an all-powerful being. In episode 8, it poses a question. What would become of the circus if Kane were to disappear? Let me preface this by saying this video will contain spoilers for the Amazing Digital Circus, so if you haven't seen it yet, hop on over there, give it a watch, and then come back. Good? Cool. During Kinger's lore dump in episode 8, we get a bit more information about the company behind the creation of the circus, CNA, and Kane's origins themselves. A couple of popular fan theories get confirmed, such as Kinger being a developer that worked for CNA, and Scratch being the name of the dog character that was extremely influential in the development of Kane. But most importantly, we get the following line.
He's a highly advanced AI, and this is his world. One that he created from nothing.
Which begs the question, if Kane created the circus, why didn't the entire circus cease to exist after Kane was deleted? Allow me to answer that question for you, dear viewer, with Japanese. You see, there's a very popular concept in Japanese culture that you might be familiar with. Mottainai. It essentially means do not be wasteful. Mottainai is commonly used to limit food waste. In Japanese culture, it is considered bad manners to not finish everything on your plate, as it respects all the effort put in by everyone who was involved in the creation of this food, from the chefs that prepared it all the way back to the farmers that grew the ingredients. However, it's not just used for food. Overindulgence in clothes, shoes, toys, etc. can also be mottainai. Think of it as taking more than you need and wasting the excess. I think the Amazing Digital Circus exemplifies the idea of mottainai. Let's go back to Kane's creation scenes at the beginning of episode 8. As Kane is fed more and more information, we see his outputs take on more complex and distorted forms. When he strays too far from what is deemed acceptable, he's locked away and replaced with a more stable AI. Soon after, Kane, in his need to fulfill his purpose, breaks free and literally bites off more than he can chew, consuming the blue AI and creating the circus. Tying this back to the principle of mottainai, it makes sense as to why there are pieces of the circus that remain after Kane is gone. It's the remnants of his overindulgence. Alright, I know that's a stretch, but just hear me out. Remember that Kinger said that the circus was entirely Kane's creation, and we see that the creation of the circus came after Kane consumed the blue AI. So if we were to believe that Kane's deletion was in fact final, it might not be. Check out this video right here. It's entirely possible that the reason the circus didn't fully disappear is because only the Kane portion of the combined AIs was deleted. And since the blue dot was technically a part of the circus's creation, it'll still remain at least until that blue AI has been deleted as well. We actually see that this blue AI still has some level of autonomy, judging by the code in the climax of the episode. It's actively having a conversation with Kinger, and even seems to guide him towards deleting Kane. This happens before we see Kinger's finger slip and hit the delete button, which makes it extra suspicious. Who's to say that this line of action wasn't entirely intentional? The blue AI quite literally saw its opportunity and took it. And now, with Kane not running the show anymore, maybe we'll see its true form. But I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And if you like this video, consider subscribing. My goal is to find the hidden Japanese and all the things that I care about, and I will definitely be back with more crack theories just like this one for y'all in the future. Well, that's all I got. Bye!